Hello everyone, welcome to Cheri Voyage. Today we're going to be going over February favorites. So let's go ahead and jump into this video on everything that I just absolutely loved. I tried to narrow it down for you guys, but there was just so many pieces that I found to be really great this month. Some were pieces that have already been out for a while, but I was just getting my hands on them. And some were brand new launches for the month of February. So let's go ahead and start with the first product that I was wowed by. So the first one I was wowed by was the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is so good, you guys. And the reason that I love it is it looks fantastic underneath the eyes. It does so much brightening and light concealing, and just overall gives great luminosity to the skin. So this was so fantastic for me, specifically around the eyes. I absolutely loved it, but it gave a glow to the whole face. So good. Next is foundation, and my goodness, did I just have a foundation bonanza on my channel this month. I was on a foundation hunt, and just quickly to add to that, I just purchased the new Dior foundation and the new Chanel Sublimage foundation, and I should be getting those in a couple of days to share with you guys because I'm still on a foundation kick. But for this month, the top one that blew me away was the Shiseido Synchro foundation. The texture on this, the formulation, the price was fantastic. So why I like it so much is it's incredibly similar to my favorite foundation of all time, which is Vita Lumiere combination dry. So that Vita Lumiere foundation by Chanel gives the most beautiful natural luminosity with great coverage. Well, Shiseido just became the twin sister to that. This Synchro foundation is hydrating. It's actually a little bit better coverage and not as oily. So I can wear this more on a day-to-day basis than my Chanel Vita Lumiere. Now, I still reach my Vita Lumiere on special occasions or when I really want to bring it up a notch, but this is so similar. This could be the twin sister of that foundation, but think of this as just a little more coverage, a little better price, and a little bit more luminosity. The next foundation that blew my mind was the Guerlain Lingerie Depot foundation. I had just purchased recently the L'Essentiel foundation, which I will link that video down below for you guys, but it just didn't work for me. It was settled. I think it was just not hydrating enough for my skin. So for some people, they probably love it. For me, it just didn't work, and I was really disappointed. The bottle itself is beautiful. It looks like a piece of art, but I just couldn't handle how dry it made me look. This, on the other hand, was phenomenal. Figured Guerlain would have to have something that was going to be more hydrating. So I found one that was for normal and dry skin, and this is buttery, light, great coverage, feels like nothing I've ever felt before, like incredibly soft, stayed, it didn't move. I just loved it. Didn't settle into my pores. It just looks like an eraser when I put it on my skin. It just covered everything seamlessly. So I'm really glad I tried this. Absolutely love it. Next, we have the Chanel Fleur de Printemps, and this is a beautiful blush highlighter duo. Think of it as great for winter if you want that kind of cold, frostbitten cheek, or if you want a beautiful kind of suntan, sun-kissed look on the cheek for summer. I just feel like I get so much use out of it. It's stunning. It's able to be broken up into just a blush and then highlight on top of the cheeks or around the eyes, or swirl it together and use it all over the face, obviously on the cheeks, but also all over the face, the eyes, down the neck, and it'll just give you a really beautiful rosy glow. Absolutely love this. So glad I got this. My favorite blush for sure. So my favorite highlighter were all the Whisper Ateliers that I just did a video on. I'll link it down below. When it comes to hydrating and dewy and creamy, love those. But I find myself reaching quite often for this one, Perles de Lumière by Chanel. This just came out. I absolutely love this. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful rose gold. It turns in the light beautifully, and I'm so glad I got this. So let's go ahead and get into the eyeshadow palettes. I picked two, one that was bold and one that was more natural. So for those of you who are looking for favorites but want a lighter or maybe something a little more bold, here are the options for you. My favorite was the Shantikai Butterfly collection for the eyeshadow. Absolutely gorgeous eyeshadow palette. Soft colors, buttery jelly texture, went on like a dream, catch light beautifully. And for those of you with concerns about shimmer, especially those who have aging eye concerns, this goes on beautifully because it's so finely milled. Those micro shimmers just grab light, blend into any kind of creases or fine lines or deep lines, and they just soften and blur those areas that we're concerned about while grabbing light to really open the eye and give a bright effect. This was absolutely beautiful. You can skip this kind of green color and just use these for a neutral look and pop just a little bit of that in the center to give a bit of a dimensional eye look. So this, whew, so pretty. For those of you that are younger, for those of you that are older, you can't go wrong with this palette. Stunning. Favorite bold eyeshadow palette. Now this one may surprise you because it certainly surprised me. I was fairly certain I was not going to buy this eyeshadow palette, and even looking on YouTube here at fellow content creators in the beauty industry, in the beauty world, I noticed that most people were going to skip this. They weren't interested, they weren't sure about it. So of course in my mind I thought, well, I have to try it now because I need to know why so many people don't seem to want to get this palette. So I went and purchased it. Now, this is the palette, the Byredo palette, and I love it. For those of you who want something bold and colorful and bright with a great texture, this is your palette. It is so beautiful. I've been playing with it and I am loving it. I'll link the video down below. I just did 2 eyeshadow looks out of this palette. I'm going to do a few more because I want to show you guys just how gorgeous these shadows are, even though they seem so bright and over the top. In the video I explain, and I'll explain to you now, I only use one color to just really bring up the eyes, but the shadows are so stunning and so finely milled and so light in texture, almost like a gel texture, that they look like watercolor washes with beautiful finely milled shimmer to it, very similar to the Shantikai that I just talked about. So for instance, here's the purple. It's just so pretty. Here's another one. Look at how pretty that light shimmer is. It's like a rose shimmer. It's gorgeous. I'm going to go ahead and do the matte here just so you can see what I mean. Look at how pretty that matte is. This is a fun, vibrant, playful, editorial, chic palette, and I've had so much fun playing with this palette. So let's go ahead and get into lipsticks. I had a really hard time narrowing down a lipstick. I went crazy this month with foundations and with lipsticks. It seemed to be where my money went. All right, my ultimate favorite, hands down, most beautiful nude combo that I have used in a long time, if ever, is the Dior with the Chanel. This Dior Nude 100 is probably the most beautiful, natural, nudie lipstick ever. This is just such a stunning lipstick, you guys. I put this on and then I top it off with this beautiful Chanel 154 color called Douceur. Oh, it is absolutely stunning. I'm going to do a swatch here on the back of my hand so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you have the beautiful, deep, rich matte of the Dior Nude 100. And then you have the beautiful Chanel Douceur lipstick that has a light peach texture with golds and peach and silver reflecting pigments in there. So you put those two together and it's just gorgeous. My next favorite lipstick was the Shantikai in the color Clover. Talk about the best hydrating lipstick you will ever use. This feels like crushed rose petals with oil mixed together being put on your lips. That is the best way I can explain it. It is such an incredibly hydrating lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this because I want you guys to see what it looks like. So here's the color. So gorgeous. You can see how rich and pigmented it is. It is really hydrating. My next favorite lipstick in the bright coral spring / summer lipstick color was the Chanel color in Eclosion, and it goes beautiful with the Fleur de Printemps coral blush with the highlighter. These were in the same collection and you can see how beautiful they go together. So here is the color. It's a rosy coral color. And I love it because usually corals can get a little too orange, make our teeth look a bit yellow, or you can get too rose and it can look dated. Lastly are my 2 favorite berry Bordeaux deep wine colors. Guerlain number 23 lipstick and the beautiful gold case. It is hydrating. It is buttery. It is stunning. I'm going to do a swatch even though I have it on my lips just so that you guys can see what it looks like with the other lipsticks. Isn't that so beautiful? It's like a true blackberry raspberry color mixed together. Mwah, love it. So I got another lipstick that's very similar to this color, but it's in a clean green formula, and that is the Costas color in Fringe. You can see that the Fringe has a little bit more of a brick red tone to it, a little more brown, whereas the other one has a little bit more of that purple blue undertone. Okay, the Creme de la Creme, stunning red, as it should be because it's well known for its red bottom on its shoes. You have to have one of these in your collection. The Louboutins are beautiful. So here is the Terrera lipstick. So being in my 40s, I'm always trying to find something that gives definition but doesn't look harsh around my eyes. Well, I found a color that I absolutely love. The Chanel Style Ombre in Beige Perle is so pretty. This is going to be beautiful on everybody. Here's the color Beige Pearl. It is so pretty. This is a beautiful soft brown with a lot of variations of different colors of gold and silver shimmer in it. I'm going to put a little on because I have nothing on my eye right now just to show you guys. Light enough to not look harsh, but deep enough to give definition. Let's put on one eye here so that you can see it. So do you see how that just kind of gave me more of an almond-shaped cat eye? This is a little bit more rounder. I'm going to go ahead and do a swatch of this for you guys so that you can see what the color looks like. Here is the color. I'm going to lean in a little bit to the sun here so that you guys can see it in the sun. Those are my February favorites. Let me know down below what you think. You guys want to try any of these? Have you tried any of these? Always love to hear your guys' thoughts. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. And if you want to support my channel, the best way to do that is use those affiliate links down below. Greatly appreciated. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.